Shalom, beloved. Hey, I know I haven't been able to post as regularly as I had before. Um, just trying to, just trying to make a living. I know that this is a ministry, and I try to devote as much time as I can to it, while still trying to do other stuff because, it costs money. Everything costs money. Living costs money. And I do play my harp, and I actually have this next month busy for playing my harp. But there's just this particular area. I don't know if it's this particular area where I live, or if God is trying to direct me in a different way. But I know that some other places really would like to have the kind of music that I share. And here, there's just not as many open doors. So it's hard. It's hard because I feel in my heart that there's so much more that I could be sharing and doing. But on the other hand, it is nice in some ways because the not as many invites, because I've been able to work on the new CD, which is something I want to mention right away. So as you may know, if you watched the last live stream, I talked about how YouTube sent an email out to YouTubers that to me wasn't really clear as to what's going to happen on December 10th. But my understanding was that if your channel is not commercially viable, that you won't have your channel anymore. Now, I might have it wrong. I don't know. But just in case, I want to make sure that I'm connected with all of you for if for some reason I don't have this channel anymore after that date. I do have another channel, but it also might not be considered commercially viable. So I will post that one below, and I will also post my email address, which is something I want to mention to you. If you do want my new CD, if you want to be notified when it comes out, I would love it if you sent me an email with in the title or in the message something about new CD. You could just say one word, hello, new CD, because when it is out, I want to be able to tell you right away that it is out. And if I don't have this YouTube channel and I can't announce it, I need to somehow be able to reach out to you. So if you'd like to send me an email, I'll put my email address as I always do below, and we'll work that out, so then you can be notified when I have the new CD. Yeah, and I'm very excited about it. So I don't know if I shared this. I don't think I did in the last video. Final decision, because there are more than enough, too many songs to go on one CD. I decided to go with 2 separate CD albums, so that's kind of cool. So there's gonna be this first one, and then there's gonna be the next one. And honestly, both are going to have some really neat music on them. They're both going to have songs in English, in Hebrew, and Spanish. Both of them are. I'd say pretty much an even amount, really. So if you speak Hebrew, you speak Spanish, you speak English, it's going to be great for that. I'm very excited. There's just some really neat songs on both of them, and I can't wait to share them with you. Definitely music that our King has blessed me with, and I know that's the gift that he's given to me to share with his people and with the world. Because we are to be a light unto the world. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Also, okay, so I was going to tell you guys this too, that my landlords and I had been going through a study of Ezekiel, and we're taking a break from that, and we're going to come back to it, but we're doing a study now in the book of Hebrews. And one of the things that came up was Melchi-Tzedek. In English, there's different ways to say it, but in Hebrew it's like Melchi-Tzedek. So, or some people say Melchi-Tzedek or cheesy. Almost sounds like they say Melchi cheese. And I've heard different ways to say it, which is fine because, if you don't speak Hebrew, how are you supposed to say it, right? But anyways, so to me, there's always going to be things we're not going to know the answers to. But I also want to ask those of you who maybe have studied on this particular topic of this priest, what are your thoughts? What do you have to say about him? When I read him, my questions that I have is this the Lord himself? Is this Hashem himself? Is he the priest? But then at the same time, it seems like it's not a regular, but a human, or like Yeshua, Did Yeshua's only time really coming to the earth, was it only when he was, born to Mary? Some interesting thoughts, right, that I have. But this is, so I'm just leaving it up there because I don't know the answer. My thoughts have been, well, it seems like it is Hashem himself, that he is in fact this mysterious priest. But then again, there's some reasons to believe otherwise, and I don't know, and I'm not telling you that he is one way or the other. But I did want to read this to you. This is from Hebrews 7. We'll see how far we can go here. It says, "For this Melchi-Tzedek, king of Salem," which means shalom, peace, priest of the Most High God, met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings, and blessed him, and to him Abraham apportioned a 10th part of everything. He is first, by translation of his name, King of Righteousness, and then he is also King of Salem. That is King of Peace. So when I read that, I think, well, there's only one King of Peace that I know of. But then if you are referring to the fact that the place itself, Salem, as a place, like a physical place, being called peace, then that's one thing. But spiritually speaking, the one who is King of Shalom, Sar Shalom, is Yeshua, Hashem himself. So this is where it gets interesting. He is without father or mother or genealogy, having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but resembling the Son of God. Continues a priest forever. So he has no father, mother. That doesn't sound like a normal person. But then again, Adam was created, and he doesn't have any father and mother, right? So is this someone that our King made specifically for this purpose? Another person he created without having come from other people, from, two people, two spouses, husband and wife? I don't know. So it says, "See how great this man was, to whom Abraham the patriarch gave a 10th of the spoils, and those descendants of Levi who received the priestly office have a commandment in the law to take tithes from the people, that is, from their brothers, though these also are descended from Abraham." So this is a different translation than what I usually share with you guys too. That's just one scripture reference. We first read about Melchi-Tzedek in Genesis, right? Genesis 14, and he's giving Abraham the blessing. And this is interesting too because he brings out the bread and the wine, which to me is very symbolic of, spiritually speaking, Yeshua as the bread of life, and his sacrifice when he says to do these things in remembrance of me when they broke the bread and had the wine. Amen. And in Psalm 110:4, it says, Hashem, the Lord, has sworn and will not change his mind. You are priest forever after the order of Melchi-Tzedek. And there's more references in Hebrews, the book of Hebrews, and Genesis. So it just goes on. But anyways, my thing is that for those of you who have studied this particular topic more than I have, I am curious to hear what all you have to say, or even if you do your own personal study, just to see what sort of information we come and can bring together, because I'm fascinated. Again, I know we won't know all the answers, but when we come together and question and study more and look through this amazing treasure map, historical treasure map, spiritual treasure map, we never know what sort of things we're going to find, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you. Yeah, please continue to keep me in your prayers. Please continue keeping your prayers. I'm doing well. My back still hurts a little when I actually ride my horse now after that fall. And, this time of year, it's kind of hard because even though I always miss my mom, I really miss my mom. So any of you too who have lost loved ones, maybe you can share perhaps things that you do to help get through the difficult times.